Hello everyone out there. Siyavusela emakhosini. uDr. Dumilo umfana kaMntolo wampotholozwe ngabashona njengebhodlela endabendile njengenkosazana ebende bentuwengela nyabo nanganani entendeni esanti yahlala ehlelweni lethu leNzuza Healing TV. Today I want to share my story. I've been delaying this because I don't like to talk about myself for some reason. But I think it might help someone. Even if it's one person, it's okay. I was raised in Swaziland and from a Christian family. My family or my parents were born again Christians. So I was raised born again. I got married. And had a life. I knew there was something special about me from when I was young, because I used to talk to clouds. When I would be sent to the shops, I used to talk to clouds and ask for the rain not to rain until I come back. And that will happen. It will stop. I will go to the shop, come back, it will rain again. And I thought that is something everybody could do. You see, I thought everybody can talk to clouds from since I was young. It's just something that I used to do. And here at home, when they didn't want rain, they used to tease and call me up to help hold the rain, you see. And I used to do it. I would just speak and it will happen. And it used to be something funny that we used to do. And I didn't think much about it. Well, I also used to have vivid dreams as well as a child, you know. And I used to know things without knowing how I know them. So it happens that I was born with the Inzuza spirit. And I have it on both my mother and father's side of the family. Okay. Got married, got divorced. You see, life was happening the way it was happening. There was just a lot. I was drawn to spirituality. When I got married, I started being drawn to spirituality, you know, and the marriage didn't work. So I was then a single mother. I was staying in Joburg at that time. Then I relocated. I moved to Cape Town. The first day we drove into Cape Town. When I was there by the mountains, when you are now nearing Cape Town, I was driving. I was the one driving. I started feeling uncomfortable being in the mountains. And then there is a big tunnel in Cape Town. When I was driving through the tunnel, lots of things were happening in me. I was so terrified. It was so scary. And in knowing myself in my nature, I was never scared of tunnels. There's a tunnel in Pretoria that I used to drive through with ease, without any problems. But this Cape Town one, I was so terrified. It's just that I couldn't stop because it's a one-way, the way it is, driving through the tunnel. I just had to be brave and drive through. And during that time, I was into New Age religion. So I was into meditations and stuff like that. Christianity, yeah, I was a Christian, but I was into meditation, and then I stayed by the ocean, and my meditation and my self-awareness and all of that thing practices continued until things started going wrong. suddenly things turned around. They just started going wrong. Everything that could go wrong went wrong. And then when I was in my dreams, I was told that I have ancestors in me, in Amadlozi, and the initiation had started. So I would be told to get water, rainwater, to bath. And suddenly there would be a cloud in Cape Town. There would just a cloud will form. I'll gather the rainwater, and then I'll gather enough, and then the cloud will pass, and then I'll go bath, and I'll be told different things to do. I consulted some people who then worked as my mentors in this journey. I didn't know what was going on because remember, I was raised Christian, and I did not understand that I have ancestors, I have ancestral spirits. How? Because I was not raised like that, and I was not somebody who used to go and hlola and all of that things. I just didn't play around those things. So it was something that is strange to me, but nonetheless it happened. So I went through my journey. I went through Gufemba. I continued to self-initiate. After I was told by the spirits that I will self-initiate, I didn't even know. I looked through YouTube that time looking for help. There was none. Little to none at that time. But anyway, I persevered with the help of my mentors and my ancestors. I self-initiated successfully. I then started helping people. That's many years ago now, probably more than 5 years. I've been helping people who are on the self-initiation journey, you see. And because when you have Inzuza, it is unique. Your calling is unique. It's not cut and paste. That's why we self-initiate. It is individual, you see. Because of that, I also had to hear from my ancestors what my calling was about, and work according to its uniqueness, you see. For instance, I don't touch herbs myself. I don't make herbs, but I heal in other forms. You see, I use water, I use the other elements, I use fire, I use wind to heal. I just don't use herbs. It's the way I was told. It's not that when you have the Inzuza spirit, you don't use herbs. Some people do use herbs. And I refer people to people who use herbs when necessary, when I'm working with people. But personally, I don't. That's the nature of my calling, you see. So, yeah, I've been on this journey. It was not easy when I was initiating. Money was scarce, relationships were troublesome. You see, I was left without friends and stuff like that. But thankfully, there are people who stuck by me, who are still in my life even today. They're very few. I moved out from being a socialite with so many friends to having a couple of friends, which I find it to be much better now. You see, my phone is not always beeping unless it's about work, you see. So it's in my heart to help people who are in a similar journey of self-initiating, to help you learn the ropes, to say, this is what you do, this is what you do. I am offering the coaching sessions for those reasons. This is what you do, and we meet once every 2 weeks. It's 100 trends a session, you see. Helping somebody initiate is nothing. It's Helping somebody initiate, it's at least 10,000 rands going up. 100 rands is nothing. It's because I want to help, because I understand that funds become a problem when you are going through self-initiating. You see, it's a way of just making sure that the help is available to as many people as it's possible. I'll be taking groups of 10 because of time. You see, I'm taking people in groups of 10, 10, 10, push them through like that. So yeah, I am a self-initiate Inzuza spirit, and I'm living with the spirit. And what I learned during my initiation is what I live with now, you see. And it's not, how can I put it? I'm still growing. I'm still growing. When I started, I used to align people using seawater. I used to take them to the ocean in Cape Town. But now I can align using different forms. And now what I use is, since you are a self-initiate, it's giving you the guidance for you to do it yourself. Which is, when you have the Inzuza spirit, you can go use muti, you can go use other things. They work temporarily, unfortunately, because your ancestors want to work through you, you see. So it's important that you learn how to work with your ancestors, how to hear them, how to communicate with them, how to do this thing, the initiating in unity with them, one-on-one with them, you see. So yeah, that is my journey, that is my story. My numbers are down below. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm using my Swaziland number because my South African number got accidentally deleted, as I normally say, until I fix it. Until I fix it. I haven't had time to fix it yet because I need to cross the border, you see. So until next time, love and light everywhere, love and light everywhere, love and light. Bye-bye.